Here's 10 extremely useful iOS 18 features you might have missed. Number 1. You can control your iPhone just by looking at it. iOS 18 enables a new accessibility shortcut where if you turn on eye tracking and calibrate it with your eyes, you'll be able to look around the screen and hold your eyes on subjects in order to select them. Here's how to set this up. To set this up, you'll want to go to Settings, scroll down to Accessibility and tap on that, and scroll down until you see eye tracking and tap on that. Once you turn this on, it'll first go through a quick calibration process. What you'll want to do is focus your eyes on this dot as it moves across the screen, and this will calibrate it so it knows where you're looking when it's pointing at you. But once you have this set up, you can move your eye across the screen and it can select different things. For example, I'm going to look at Snap to Item and turn that off. Now it's just going to have a cursor that follows my eyeball. Number 2, find any Wi-Fi password using the Passwords app. Have you ever wanted to share the password to a Wi-Fi that you're connected to, but you can't figure out what the password is? iOS 18 fixes this. Once you update to iOS 18, you'll get this Passwords app. This is what it looks like. And once you authenticate, you'll see this list here. This has a lot of the same options as your passwords did in the Settings app in previous versions of iOS. For example, you can see all your passwords, all your pass keys. You can generate authentication codes for apps that ask for that instead of having to download a separate app. But the Wi-Fi setting I'm talking about here is going to be under Wi-Fi. From here, find the network in question and tap on it, and then tap on Password. This will reveal the password, and if you tap on this little arrow, you can copy it and send it to somebody. Another great item in here is Show Network QR Code. And once you tap on that, you can share this QR code with someone so they can join your network automatically. Number 3, lock and hide apps behind Face ID or Touch ID. Do you ever lend your phone to a friend or family member or possibly your children, and you don't want them to be able to mess with your banking apps or any other app you have on your phone? Or maybe you're just sneaky. Now, you can prevent an app from being opened without a Face ID or a passcode, and you can also hide them in a hidden folder in your app library. Here's how to do it. To hide one of your apps, go ahead and tap and hold it on the home screen, and then tap on Require Touch or Face ID. Whatever iPhone you're using will determine which one shows up. And if you'd like to just lock the app behind authentication, tap on Require Touch or Face ID. And now, once you try to open the app, you'll have to authenticate first. If you'd like to hide an app in a hidden folder, tap and hold on the app icon, tap on Require Touch or Face ID, and now tap on Hide and Require Touch or Face ID. You'll notice that it's not going to be visible anywhere except this hidden folder, and it disappears. Scroll over to your app library and scroll all the way down. Now you have a hidden folder here on the bottom right. Once you tap on it and you authenticate, you'll finally have access to your app. Number 4, new Notes features. A couple really useful updates to the Notes app are, first, you can make a voice note directly inside a note in Apple Notes without having to go to the voice recording app. And another cool thing is you can select text and change the color of it. To add a voice memo directly in your note, just tap on this paperclip icon here on the bottom and tap on Record Audio. This is a sample recording. Once you record it, you'll see the recording as well as the transcript. Additionally, if you want to change the color of your text, you can highlight some text by double tapping it or triple tapping. Tap on the A's here on the bottom left. And finally, you can choose a color under Body. And there's a few different color options here. Gives a little bit of extra flair to your notes. Number 5, extremely powerful calculator updates. With the new update, you can create things called math notes, where you type out an equation or a sequence, and it can calculate it for you right away. This functionality also works in the Notes app. Additionally, the calculator also has the ability to convert all types of different things. This can be measurements, currency, you name it. Open up your calculator app, and now tap on this calculator icon here on the bottom left. You'll notice you have a couple different options now. So you do have the basic calculator, the scientific calculator, but now you have math notes. If you create a new note by tapping the new note icon on the bottom right, you can now start typing your query. So let's say 57 times 8 equals, and it before you even type equals, it pops right up. The cool thing about this is this also works with handwriting. Tap on this pen icon on the bottom right, And we'll just start writing our query again. And once you put an equal sign there, it'll calculate for you. This also works for much more complicated equations, but since I hated algebra, I'm not going to show you that. Once you hit done at the top right, this will save your math notes. You can go back and check it out later in the calculator icon. Notice once you go back into math notes, it'll be there. And additionally, you'll also find it in your notes app under a new math notes category at the top. But let's tap on this calculator icon again and go back into basic mode so that we can tap on it once more and tap on convert. Now you get some options for conversions. Let's say we want to convert $1,200 into euros. There it is. Tap on the abbreviation next to the number to change the conversion rates. And then you can also change this to anything else: fuel, length, power, speed, temperature. Let's go to temperature. Let's do Fahrenheit, and we'll do to Celsius. 120 degrees Fahrenheit is 48 degrees Celsius. Number 6, you can change your quick toggles on your lock screen. You know those two little icons on the bottom of your lock screen? For the longest time, it's just been your flashlight and your camera, and that's it. Well, now you can change those toggles to anything you want. That can be any other quick setting, opening a certain app, you name it. The sky is the limit. Here's how to do it. To customize your lock screen, tap and hold it with one finger once you're looking at it, then tap on customize, and then tap on lock screen on the left side. And I'm viewing this on an iPhone that has a home button, so it doesn't have those quick icons, but if yours does, they'll be on the bottom right and left, and you can change those icons. Number 7, control center pages and resizing widgets. Your control center is about to get a lot more customizable. On a newer iPhone, swipe down from the top right, and on one with a home button, swipe up from the very bottom. And now you'll see your different pages. You can swipe to get more pages. If you tap on this plus icon on the top left, that'll take you into your edit mode. So any of these toggles are movable. They also are resizable if you drag that toggle on the bottom right, so you can make them as big or as small as you want. You can add a control by tapping add a control here on the bottom if you want to add something that you don't see here. For example, we can go ahead and add personal hotspot, and there it is. Let's say you wanted to add this to a different page. Tap and hold that and drag it down, and you can create a whole new page. And you can also delete pages by deleting what's on them. And if you tap and hold something and drag it down or up, you can swipe between pages to change your page order. Swipe up or press the home button to lock it in. And there you go. Number 8, new messaging features. There's a couple really great updates coming to your message app. Number 1, there's now support for RCS Messaging. If you don't know what that is, basically if you text anyone who doesn't have an iPhone, you can finally send those text messages over Wi-Fi. Also, any media you send, like an image or a video, will be in full quality. And even cooler, they'll be able to send and receive those message reactions, like the hearting a message, thumbs up a message. You'll see typing indicators when someone's typing, and you'll also see when someone's read it. But that's not everything. There's so much more. I've done a deep dive on a lot of these message updates in another video, so be sure to check that out after this. Number 9, long press an icon on the home screen to make a widget. If you've ever wanted to create a widget from an app you have on your home screen and you don't want to have to go into the menu to add widgets, now if you have an app on your home screen and you hold it down, you'll have the option to create a widget just from there. As an example here, we see this YouTube app. I'm going to press and hold on that. Then I'm going to tap on this icon kind of in the middle on the right here. It's a square with another little square and a line inside of it. That's going to turn that into a widget. You can also change it back to the app icon by holding down the widget and then tapping on the 4 square icon on the left. And number 10, changes to app icons and layouts. You can now change the appearance of your app icons in a couple different ways. To do this, let's go ahead and tap and hold the middle of the screen with our finger. Tap on edit at the top right, then tap on customize. Now you have a couple more options. You've got light icons, dark icons, tinted icons. You can change the color, which also changes your widget color as well. And if you tap on large, this will change your app icons to larger and remove the text below them. Wow, that is a disgusting yellow. I really want to change that back. There we go. There's so much more coming in iOS 18. Which of these features excites you? Have an iPhone question? Drop a comment below and follow for more tips.